What's going on with y'all? Back on Listen2Leek's podcast, you know what I'm saying? Today I got my brother from another mother today, you know what I'm saying? My best friend, man, Sly in the building. You know what I'm saying?
That's good, bro.
Yeah, so y'all don't know, but Sly is he's an independent artist, you know what I'm saying? He's been doing this for a while, pretty much ever since we was good friends. So Sly, pretty much tell him, you know what I'm saying, like how you got started with this music stuff, man.
With the music stuff. So when I was like in the 10th grade, it was somebody down the street. And long story short, he had Audacity, and I remember he was doing a remix to Russian Roulette. I heard that, and I was like, okay, I think I can do some shit better than his. And I went home and I made my own couple of little demos, and I put them on like Facebook or some shit. And then like a few niggas from school like heard them and shit. Was like, hey, bro, that. And it just, I guess it kind of jazzed me up enough to want to keep going. I was saying, but it jazzed. It jazzed me up enough to want to keep going on with what I was doing, and I just kept on writing music and recording and stuff. And then over a period of time, switched different softwares and began to dibble and dabble with different shit.
Okay, true. So you know what I'm saying, when it comes to listening to music, like what, you know what I'm saying, like what are you listening for that like makes you go, man, like that was a good song? Or like does it depend on the song, or you know what I'm saying, like what makes you say like, oh, that song was fire?
Depends on the song, and it depends on the mood that I'm in, because it's something different about every track that could catch an individual's ear. So like for me, I'm into like the drums usually, but then also it could be like a sample or something like that could just feel nostalgic when I hear it. And like, so it's no right or wrong answer for that, but I would just say that it depends. It varies.
It depends. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So like, in terms of like, in America, if we could think about like the different influences from the West Coast, you know what I'm saying, the East Coast, the South, like what would you say like you resonate the most with? Like, are you a West Coast dude, South dude, East, or are you kind of like all over the place?
I think I'm kind of all over the place. For me, I would say I resonate with the West Coast in the sense of, I just feel like the swag of West Coast music or Midwest music tends to always be smoother. And then when you get down to like Southern, it depends on the genre that we talking about too, because if we talking about rap, then I'm gonna say like I'm a big fan of a lot of West Coast rap, because it was just always smooth. And as far as what would be second, then the South, because the South always has this element of soul that really, if you're not from there, you can't really recreate, because I feel like it's something that's almost embedded in them. So sorry, y'all, Bentley wanted to come in.
Yeah, my dog, man.
But yeah,
come here, B man, come here.
And then honestly, bro, I'm gonna just say I'm everywhere with it, because it's like I like everything, bro. And then I don't just listen to rap, so I be liking funk, I be liking rock music, jazz, R&B. So it all depends, man.
It all depends.
The day, the time, and what mood I'm in. So.
But music, that's like your number one thing. Like that's your thing. Like,
yeah, bro. I fuck with music, bro.
Music. Okay. You don't mind me asking, like, what inspired you to like get into ink, like tattoos?
Dang. That's a good question.
Was it like a person you saw, or just like you just always, you know what I'm saying, you just wanted to get them?
Since I was a kid, actually, I remember my father used to always tell me like, you know what I'm saying, you black, so that's as much of a tattoo as you need walking around or whatever. But like when I was a kid, I remember being like at least 5 or 6 and actually having my mind made up like, oh no, that's cool to me. So then another person, like when I was like real young, Chris Brown came out when I was like 9 years old. I remember I was like in the 3rd grade, and from that time all the way up until like say now, like like say a kid growing up today in 2023 who's like, I don't know, 11 or 12, they already knew Chris Brown from being yadded up. But like we seen him when he ain't had nothing on him, and from that point in time all the way up until now, I think that like, yeah, Breezy, I always thought Breezy was cool. So like when I was younger, like when I saw him like getting like blasted or whatever, it kind of made me want to do that too.
True. Okay. I was about to say, man, because I got some ink myself. But the thing is, like, with me, like, I have to, like, see it in my head before I get it. All my tattoos, I seen it in my head, and I was like, yep, that's it. I was like, that's it. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm not gonna fake. Like, that's cool that he said that, though, because it's like, for me, I definitely, like, I think I was, like, 17, 18, and then I started, like, I just started going crazy with them bitches, like, yeah. So.
Yeah. Ink, man, we be watching shows like, you know, Ink Masters, all that stuff. They be having competitions, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
See who do the best tattoos and stuff like that.
I ain't gonna even fake, man. I be feeling like if I could have did it all over again, though, then I would have waited and then got cooler shit on me, though. Cause, like, I mean, I get compliments about this shit, but, like, for real, a lot of my tats is, like, in-house. Like, I'll go over, like, all right, so I stayed over PG, then I take, like, however much money and go over to, like, Southeast and find some nigga who do tats. But, hey, bruh, right here. Like, yeah, I was young as shit. Like, I shouldn't even been over that motherfucker. But, yeah, I just be getting hit up. So.
Sure. Do you feel like that tattoos is kind of, like, to be expected in the hip-hop game and the rap game? Like, cause can you really think of too many artists to where, like, they just have no tattoos? Like anything, like not even like a little Drake tattoo where it's like kind of hidden. You know what I'm saying?
I think it depends on the person, because some people got commitment issues in general. So, like, say the idea of putting ink on them might not be as appealing to, like, say somebody like me, or I don't know, or whoever. But, like, I feel like it all depends on the person, because I can name a few people off the top of my head. I think Boozy don't got no tats, even though he, like, kind of older. And then I can't, off top, I ain't never really examined a lot of the rappers that, like, aside from certain people, if they got something tight on them, I ain't never really, like, pay attention to them like that. But I'm pretty sure there's some folks that ain't inked up, though.
Do you think there's some tattoos that's just stupid? Like, do you see some tattoos like, bro, that's dumb. Like, that's dumb.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. I got, I'm gonna throw this one out there. I got a cover up on my chest. It cover up, like, the tattoo is actually very small,
and
but
the camera right there too.
Okay, yeah. So the tattoo is very small, but I got, like, a cover up. He knows what it is, so, like, I'm not gonna even put that shit out there. But yeah.
Hey y'all, I just want to apologize for basically the lag in the video. I need to change the way that I am recording these videos. I will definitely not have this issue during my next podcast episode.
But nobody will really see it. I don't be walking around this motherfucker like I'm Tupac and that. So like, yeah though, like, I mean, I would just definitely suggest that, you know what I'm saying, get something meaningful and nothing that you will look back and be like, I don't take pride in it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You don't take pride in that.
Yeah, so like, yeah, just get something that's like, it's sentimental to you or something.
Facts.
Or symbolic.
You know, we had our good late best friend, you know what I'm saying, that passed away unfortunately years ago, and that's a perfect example, you know what I'm saying, because we both got something that represents him, you know what I'm saying. So if it's something along those lines, then, you know, then that's definitely, you know what I mean. But if it's like, listen, on some real stuff, I'm gonna just put this out there. When it come to your partner's names, don't do it.
Yeah, nah.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. Like, I got my mother, I'm not gonna lie, I got my mother name on me, but like, and it'd be funny because thinking like it's my girlfriend, I be like, excuse me, I'm cussing too much. I be like, hell no, bro, like, and I still say the curse word, God.
Now you can say hell no,
yeah. Man. And like, yeah though, like, I'm not gonna lie, like when I be seeing people, like, you know, they get like, I know a girl, she got her name on her lower back, and it's just like, you know what I'm saying, that it's her first baby father or something like that. No, I'm dead serious, like, yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I hope she don't see this. I'm not gonna even say her name though, but like, even when she told everybody at work, I remember like everybody was like, "Yeah, don't tell nobody that. Don't tell nobody that." It's just
oh my God, bro. Damn,
like,
bro.
Yeah, it's just some things. It's just like, come on, like, bro, y'all not married, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not. Don't get me wrong, because marriage does not define anything in all actuality. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, man, like, get something meaningful, symbolic, something that's close to your heart, that when you look at it, it will resonate with you in a way that when other people ask you about it, you will be able to proudly stand on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
Speaking of that, will you ever get married?
Get married? I'm at this current moment in time, I don't see that. I'm not gonna lie. You know, I know people like to move by the book, whatever that is, or go based on what others say is right, but I just feel like right now in this day and age, I feel like we live in a time period where it's so much access, and it's like, if it's so much access, like think about the internet is one example. You know what I'm saying? You dating a girl, or guys talking to a girl, or girls talking to a guy, vice versa, whatever. How can you really be with that person and you look away from them and you looking on your phone and you liking like 1,000 like asses and titties and like, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
It's like, because at the end of the day, as humans, it's in our nature to compare. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And for me, like, I'm not gonna lie, like, yeah, like, what's the point of me in with this girl? Like, you know, it's nice to have somebody to, you know what I'm saying, hang with or whatever. Or, like, you know, y'all doing what y'all do, but if I'm not into you for the right reasons, which personally I just haven't met anybody like that, yeah, I just don't see myself getting into no serious like domestic relationship or nothing like that. And then, you know, it's like I don't want to waste my time with that right now. Like I feel like I'm still trying to do me, if that makes sense.
Facts.
Yeah,
I mean,
bro.
look, yeah, we in our 20s, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people watching me is like they in their 20s too, and it's like, young, like this is a what SZA made that song like good luck with them 20 somethings, like, bro. That's why she said that stuff, bro, because it's like, young, it's like a storm. It's just like a storm of not constant, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, bro, like, hey, you know what's crazy? Me and my brother, I remember this was a few years ago. I think I was like probably like 19 or some shit. But I remember we had this conversation. He was like, bro, it's hard out here being a young nigga, bro. He was like, most people look at it like, you know what I'm saying, or like, what you complaining for, whatever. Life ain't got hard. But the thing is like, before you get to assuming that you make it out of your young, or whether adolescence or early life years or whatever, everything that you coming by and experiencing is going to bring you into adulthood, assuming that you make it, you know what I'm saying? And so based on what you dealing with, you know what I'm saying, if you ain't got the right people up under you, or you just going through things that, you know, you feel like nobody understands, or like, it could be so many different examples, but long story short, it's like you don't know what people go through. And so like, to be a young in this world, like, I'm not talking about just guys, but you could be like a young person. Like, to be a young person is actually hard in this time, especially like,
yeah,
you live in a time where everybody, I mean, they always did it, but they're heavily like seeing what's going on with everything else. And then, like I said, that's stuff from the outside world, and people start feeling some type of way, and it make them like think twice about themselves and all that type of shit.
Y'all have to understand that, like, today in 2023, we live in a society where we have so much access to so much information at so many given points of time. You know what I'm saying? Billy, leave this man alone. We have so much access to so much information. Like, think back in 2003, you know what I'm saying? Like, well, when they had like flip phones, you know what I'm saying? Like, and people weren't texting like that back then, you know what I'm saying? You call people, see what they up to, but you know what I mean? Like, you wasn't keeping up with people on MySpace and stuff like that. You know, now in 2023, there's so much access, and you can see what people doing every second of the day. If you ain't seeing what they doing, you seeing what they thinking on Twitter. You know what I'm saying?
You know what's crazy is that the last relationship, Billy, you just hit me in my nuts.
Bentley,
the last relationship I was in, I remember like, I'm not gonna lie, Slim would have this like tendency of like calling every 5 minutes, and I just remember like, you know, I needed time to breathe looking back. And as I reflect on it though, it's more like, damn, bruh. Or like that whole wanting to FaceTime all the motherfucking time. It's like, what the fuck I need to FaceTime you all the motherfucking time for, if I'm gonna get off work and see you and kick it with you for another like 6 hours or whatever, and then I'm gonna see you the very next day, you know what I'm saying? Or if I leave your house, what the fuck I gotta FaceTime you or call you while I'm on the way home? I don't want to talk to you at that point. I don't care if it sounds mean. I don't. Like, I'm just not one of them, bro. Like, and yeah, I'm not even trying to act cold about it, but it's just like, yeah, I'm a person, I just really do like some personal time to myself, so I can reflect and just think.
Right. We all need that personal time to ourselves to reflect, think, you know what I'm saying, recharge, because that time is what allows you to get back to being you at 100%.
It's like you gonna My bad, I ain't even.
No. I was about to say, you gotta think like every time that you out here giving your energy to like your job, your relationship, you know what I'm saying? Just anything, the 100% starts to go down to like 99 to 98, and it just keeps going down. You know what I'm saying? And if you never like really take the time to sit down and just take a step back, you know what I'm saying? Then you're gonna be out of energy. Like you see my dog hopping up and down all over the place. Like he finna be out of energy in a couple. At some point he finna be out of energy. So
at some
point being though, you know what I'm saying, you need to recharge.
Yes.
You need to know when it's time to have a reset.
Bentley. But yeah, nah though, on a serious note, man, and the thing is, bro, you get like 24 hours in a day, right? So you gotta think, man. I'm just saying, idealistically speaking, for the average person, you gotta consider the fact that within 24 hours, by the time you get up, you handle what you gotta do. Mind you, it's only 24 hours. Seconds is going like right now. We just losing time. You know what I'm saying? Closer to death. It's just like, nigga, you gotta, as you get older, you start to realize the importance of time and that, you know, it doesn't really exist.
While you're here to the camera, please tell them what your dad always tells you about time.
Time, in all actuality, we don't really have it, you know. It is like, time would be defined as like a sequence of events that occur in a specific moment. But, okay, time would be the occurrence of a sequence of events at a specific moment. But in all actuality, it was man-made, so we don't really have it. And it was really something that's just, you know what I'm saying, created to keep track or keep schedule of things or have some form of order, because without order, they say like society it just had chaos or whatever. But in all actuality, mind you, it's man-made, so it's not really something that's real.
Right.
You can't hold it. You can't, like, you know what I'm saying. But the way the future looking, man, who knows what you can do now.
Who knows what you can do.
Yeah, though, like.
But moral of what he was saying is just like, yo, you're always running out of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know, be on your purpose and do what you got to do.
Yeah, I'm about to say, man, like, at the end of the day, my another thing my pops always be saying, like, two things everybody got in common is, I don't think he made that up, but I know I'd heard it a lot too. It's taxes and death for people. So at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, you got to take the time that you can find and try to literally use it, or try to, what's the word I'm looking for? I can't. You gotta basically try to use it to the best of your abilities or best of your capabilities, and just, you know, consider what's important. Go from there. What do you put value into the most?
Right. Facts.
So yeah, when it comes to time, I feel like I got so off topic, but going back to the whole thing about seeing myself in a relationship, right now I don't have the time for that. So
don't have the time for
that. Is just something that all like
understandable.
I don't feel like I'm emotionally available enough for like that right now. Like,
understandable. Do you feel that a lot of people in today's society feel like they just want to have somebody rather than have nobody?
And that's crazy, man, because it's just like, it's almost like a fear of being alone that most people don't realize. That you ever notice that when you break up with somebody like that, them first, I'm gonna say that first week to 2 weeks for some people, but for me it'd be like a couple of days. I'd be like, damn. And then give me by like the 7th day. Once it hits Sunday or something, we back. But I'm saying for the average person who not a bounce back type of person like that, like, you first break up with somebody, some people will be so sad. Motherfuckers don't want to eat. Motherfuckers don't want to sleep. Motherfuckers don't want to go to work. You know what I'm saying? And it's you're entitled to feel how you want to feel. But my thing is that, like, you should never get so consumed and dependent on somebody's presence, or, you know what I'm saying, and treat them like that's who I fall back on or whatever. And that don't matter who you are. Like, you're not supposed to get so dependent on somebody like that.
Yeah.
And, for me, like, I kind of figured that shit out when I was like a teenager. So, like, by the time I got into adulthood, anybody I dated after that, whatever, we ever broke up, whatever, I might have been like, oh man, but like,
you were straight.
Oh yeah, no, I promise you, like, you ain't never. No, hey, look, this not even no cap. I'm not even like I swear, I'm not even like no tough nigga, nothing like that. But you can ask him or anybody that actually been around me, whatever. Like, nah, you ain't gonna see me crying over no like.
I'm telling you, it'd be like, look, it'd be like this, right? Say like the girl is see him in the store, or whatever. Oh, hey, Sly, how you doing? He's like, oh, it was good. I'm trying not to laugh, but it's just like,
bro, because like, what do you want from me? Like, what am I supposed to say? I don't talk to you no more, bro. It's like, yeah, it's like, nah, like I'm not about to sit here and act like, oh, how you doing? You been doing okay? I don't give a f. Nah, like we don't.
We not cool no more. We ops.
Hey, bro, I'm trying. It's
we
like,
ops.
as far as I'm concerned,
that's
like,
the name of the episode. We ops.
Hey, like I ain't got to be like, you know what I'm saying, literally like bucking that, but at the same time, it's more like, yeah, I'm not about to act like, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying.
You can't be friends with your exes. You can be, but it's just like I don't want to be.
Yeah, in most cases I don't. Like I'm not gonna lie, like it is like a few girls that I done broke up with, and like, all right, now we straight, and it's like, you know, we say what's up from time to time or whatever. I ain't gonna fake like it ain't been girls that I done dated that I haven't double back and hit or whatever. Like, but at the same time, it's like you gotta have a form of mental awareness to where like you're not letting, you know what I'm saying, certain things make you feel like you're obligated to something.
Right, you can't. Like,
you know what I'm saying? And another thing is you just gotta understand some people for who they are, because everybody's different, and it's just like, for me, it's not that I actually hate anybody I ever dated, but it's more so like, hey,
what he got? He got a mark. My dog trying to run off with a marker.
But like,
little chump.
Yeah, like for me, I don't know, man. Anybody I ever dated or whatever, I don't wish them like nothing bad, but at the same time, it's more like,
you go your way, I go my way.
Pretty much. It's like,
you go your way, I go my way.
I'm just not the dude. Like, I ain't losing sleep over like relationships and what it shoulda coulda been and whatever. Like,
you need to be married to yourself.
For real.
You need to be married to yourself.
Married to this game. You know what I'm saying? Married to this no, that's okay, chill. But
this guy.
Yeah, like,
and they can't, like, if you want to talk to them, just look into the phone.
Married to the game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Married to the ism. No, chill, everybody. But no, for real though, like, for real, learn to love yourself first. Like,
learn to love yourself. Put yourself first.
People say that, man, but like it's easier said
than done. But that's why I think the title of this episode is "We Ops." You know what I'm saying? Cause talking about exes, you know, we cool. Okay, so that was funny. So Sly, you know what I'm saying? Any last? So I'm gonna have some last questions, and it's gonna be some general questions for the people, and you just basically give your answers.
Right.
It's a little wrapping up. All right. So the people out there that, you know what I'm saying, like, they giving love, they trying to give love to this person, that person, and they feel like they can't give love to themselves, but they, you know what I'm saying, they trying to jump into relationships. Like, how do you tell them to stay focused on themselves?
They say that you can't love anybody until you love yourself. Low key, I be kind of disagreeing with that, because there are people that will really go out of the way to put somebody else at a higher pedestal or at a higher caliber than they actually value themselves. But when you think about it, if you don't value yourself at a certain caliber, then in the truest essence, do you really value whatever else you claiming that you love like that? You know what I'm saying? Because say if you get over emotional, are you going to act in a positive or negative way? And you know, those type of connotations, you know, it can vary just depending on the person. So I feel like, man, that's hard to say, man. You're making me think, right?
What did you do for yourself to get to begin to get over it and to try to get over it? You know what I'm
saying? Maybe understanding that, you know, I ain't gonna say life is short, even though it is, but you know, we really don't have time, like I said before. And then also, I think I'm just naturally a lighthearted person. Like, it's like everybody's gonna feel some type of way about something, but my thing is like, you know, if it's only 24 hours in a day, like we said, and life is as short as we know it in all actuality, it's like, what time do we have to be sitting and moping all the time? So it's like, I be just feeling like, you know, sometimes certain shit is like, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
And I just take that with a grain of salt and kind of just go.
Keep it pushing. Yeah. So, okay, well, yeah, I just feel like I had to ask that question because, you know what I'm saying, I know a lot of y'all may be coming out of something, or, you know, this may just be your default, you know what I'm saying, you just always giving love out to people, and it just feel like, damn, why this person not reciprocating? Why that person not reciprocating? And it's just like, look, if you always point into yourself more than you point to other people, you're not really gonna think about why is this person not reciprocating? Why that person not reciprocating? Because you always giving to yourself. You know what I'm saying? You need to always be giving to yourself, regardless of whether you're in a relationship or not, or whether you're dating people or not. Like, you need to always be giving to yourself. You the one that control your own vessel. You know what I'm saying? If you on 50% and you out here looking for other people that's on 100, or that's on, you know what I'm saying? Like, why not come to the table with you being on 100?
It's like, nigga, you could have had your own.
You know what I'm saying? Or like, or maybe even, okay, 100 is perfect, but at least like try to aim for 100 as much as you can. Try to aim for 100 as much as you can. And that's basically just, you know, last little remarks I wanted to give to y'all. Yeah, but Sly, I want to appreciate you for coming on through, man. You already know.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate it.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I had told him like we was gonna do this. I think like 2 weeks ago, so I'm glad that we finally got it in. We did actually like a little rough draft for this jump, but I was up and like, yeah, I was just messing up. So
and I'm gonna have to edit out that cursing you just did right there.
I'm sorry. Yeah, see, I gotta learn to stop, like, cause I be talking like.
And you be looking right there, the camera right there.
I know, right? So I gotta.
I just saw your eyes looking
cameras, like, yeah, bro. Like,
it's all good, bro.
Cause I'm not gonna lie, bro. This shit new to me. I'm used to like,
you said the S word again. Oh, see,
I'm not. Look, I'm not made for TV, bro. I'm really not. Like,
no, it's all good.
Or like, if so, I'm really made for like Adult Swim or some shit, or like.
Yeah, this episode I'm probably just gonna leave raw, and then for the clips on IG, I'll probably just censor it. But hey, man, it's been
this nigga accept me. That's how you know I know him for a long time.
You know what I'm saying? You just gotta accept it how you can. But
appreciate you, bro.
You already know, bro. So for this episode, you know what I'm saying, I had my slide with a guy come through, and hopefully y'all got some words of wisdom, and keep doing you out here. Stay blessed, stay easy.
Hey, last thing, remember, listen to Leek.
Listen to Leek, man. Listen to Leek.
No, really. He's giving game.
I'm giving game. You know what I'm saying? And it's free.